Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting video. I've been inundated with questions from you all, wondering why Congress appears to be in a state of inertia, seemingly doing nothing. The straightforward answer is that there hasn't been a pressing sense of urgency to propel them into action. But hold on to your hats, folks, because that's all about to change, and it's excellent news. In today's video, we're going to delve deep into the reasons behind this and how it relates to several crucial matters, including Social Security, government funding, child tax credits, and even the Trump tax cuts. So if you've got burning questions or thoughts, please don't hesitate to share them in the comments section below. Now let's get to the heart of the matter. What's the big news, you ask? Well, we finally have a deadline, and it's looming large on September 30th. On that day, the government's funding well runs dry, and that means they need to pass a new funding bill for the fiscal year 2024, which begins on October 1st. Here's the kicker. Congress is gearing up to return to action next week. That's right. The Senate will be back in session tomorrow, and the House of Representatives is set to join them a week from today. This development is significant because once they're back in session, it opens the door to potentially start working on bipartisan legislation. This is fantastic news because we can't tackle issues like Social Security, child tax credits, or the Trump tax cuts until those 12 appropriations bills for fiscal year 2024 are passed. And guess what? That process kicks off tomorrow. Now let's take a closer look at that September 30th deadline. The reality is that we might not manage to pass all 12 appropriations bills by then. It's more likely that we'll need a stopgap bill or a continuing resolution to keep the government running, possibly until December or even into early 2024. Once there's an agreement on that, lawmakers can finally shift their focus to discussing other crucial matters. For instance, Democrats are pushing for a whopping $40 billion to be allocated to Ukraine, along with some essential funds for FEMA. FEMA is in dire need, especially considering the recent onslaught of hurricanes and wildfires. They're running perilously low on funds, and by mid-September, they could find themselves in a dire situation. But here's the twist. That $12 billion earmarked for FEMA is directly tied to the $24 billion allocated to Ukraine. And this has sparked concerns among Republicans who question the wisdom of sending more money to Ukraine. It's a complex situation, and once the appropriations bills are passed, we'll have much-needed clarity on these critical funding decisions. So what about Social Security? It's a topic that has been on the lips of lawmakers, but the million-dollar question is how to fund it. Should they consider raising taxes, taxing the wealthy, or making adjustments to the Social Security income cap? There have been whispers of a new bipartisan bill for Social Security, one that involves multiple senators. However, it's crucial to note that many more senators need to come on board for any significant increase in Social Security benefits to become a reality. While the likelihood of this happening isn't particularly high, the mere fact that these discussions are happening is a step in the right direction. To sum it all up, discussions are set to kick off this week, and we're poised to make progress on resolving some of these pressing issues. September is the month when things start heating up in the world of politics. Additionally, let's not forget that we're just about a year away from the next presidential election scheduled for November 2024. As we inch closer to that momentous event, we can expect to hear more promises and proposals related to Social Security, child tax credits, unemployment benefits, economic policies, and a host of other vital matters. The key, of course, lies in what actually gets passed and how it ultimately benefits the American people. So stay tuned for more updates on these critical developments. If you found this information valuable, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could take just a moment to hit that like button, as it goes a long way in supporting the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.